Iowa instructors, Rex, Andrew, and Dave Curlock. I want to, on behalf of the family headquarters, Daniel and myself, hope you guys had a very Merry Christmas. Wishing you a Happy New Year, prosperous New Year, and a very exciting New Year coming up. Today, I'm going to discuss with you the 2011 Pearson VUE Addendum change, where there will be some things added to your curriculum outline that's going to change a little bit the way we teach. So just want to take the time to go over those things today to make sure that we were all on the same page. So we're going to start with types of policies. It'll be in Chapter 1. Number B, interest market sensitive life products. Be number 5, equity index life. This will be added to your outline. In the past we have taught equity index annuities, but we have not taught equity index whole life product. Okay, so this will pretty much be the same as the whole life product, except the cash value will be interest sensitive, meaning you have a guaranteed base, but it could get more, and that more will obviously be based on an equity index. So it's much like the S&P 500. And we don't need to go in very much more detail than that. Just want to remind everybody, we teach people to pass an insurance exam. We don't teach insurance. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're laser beam focused on teaching people what they need to know to pass the test. And that's about the depth that you need to go to on your equity index. On item C, term life, number 1, types. Then it goes to small letter C, return of premium. Okay, so this will also be added to your outline. Return of premium life insurance is an increasing term life insurance product. Again, not very much depth here. The whole idea is that at the end of the expiration period, a person, assuming they're still alive, they would be return their premium. What you could get is a tax question here about whether or not that would be a taxable event. It would not, because you're simply being returned the amount of premiums that was paid in. There is an example in the book, so make sure that you're very familiar with that example and maybe use that exact one. The other point to bring out here is that return of premium is more expensive. You could pay anywhere from 25 to 50% more premium to have that product, obviously, because it adds risk to the insurance company. Please do not get into whether or not this is better, good, bad, indifferent, whatever. That's not on the test, and we want to stay away from that because it could cause you some problems later on in the class. Okay. Item D will be annually renewable term. I think we used to teach this before, and they took it off the test. Now it is back on the test. So again, you just want to make sure people understand that this is the purest form of term insurance, annual renewable term. It is the least expensive to purchase in the beginning, but over time could become the most expensive way to buy a term. And that the cost of the premium increases each year as you get older. Okay. Again, here in this part of the chapter where we're talking about term insurance, I've talked to you guys before about layering, where you want to interject some positive things about Primerica in the proper place. In this case, this is the proper place to interject some things about the features and benefits of a Primerica term policy. Okay, so it'd be a great place to do that. In Chapter 2, policy riders, provisions, options, and exclusions. Okay, you're going to delete the cost of living rider. Very good there. Number 7 will be long-term care. And we've talked about long-term care in the past as a standalone product. This will be long-term care as a rider. Okay. Then number 8 will be return of premium. Okay, what's different about this? It is a rider on a whole life policy as opposed to return of premium term. So become familiar with that. You'll be adding that to your outline. Chapter 3, completing the application, underwriting, and delivering the policy. Item A, you're going to cover completing the application. I think everybody's very familiar with that. Typically, 0 to 1 questions about completing the application, but of course we need to cover that. But number 8 is probably the most important area that you got to familiarize yourself with, and that's going to be USA Patriot Act and anti-money laundering. Okay, lips got in the way there. Sorry. So anyway, number of bullets there to become familiar with about the U.S. Patriot Act. So we're going to make sure we're covering that thoroughly. Usually means that this has been a question that has been added to the exam. Then you're going to cover suspicious activity reports and rules. Number of bullets there. Make sure we cover all the bullets on suspicious activity and reports. Then section B, underwriting. We have 2 new topics again, which is stranger originated life insurance, called STOLI, and then you're going to have investor originated life insurance, or IOLI. Okay. In both cases, in most states, they are illegal because it violates the whole purpose of life insurance, which is protection. These are sold as investments where people buy insurance on a third party with the intent of benefiting when that person dies as an investment. So most cases it's illegal, but be very familiar with it because it has been added to the exam. Section D, the do not call list has been deleted. So no need to cover a do not call list. Section 4, taxes, retirement, and other credits. Actually, we're going back to, again, a subject that we used to cover pretty thoroughly. Section 1 is personal insurance needs. So we covered it as survivor protection. Well, in Primerica, we've always taught insurance as survivor protection. There should be nothing new there, just a good opportunity to emphasize how we do what's right for the consumer. We've always emphasized it as survivor protection. The next section would be the cash accumulation, which is, again, emphasis here being on the cash value. Then liquidity. The liquidity option, of course, is being able to borrow against the cash value. So make sure you do a good job of teaching that. Then it goes down to estate creation, which is an area we used to cover a long time ago, and it's back again. Life insurance creates an immediate estate. This is a good place to interject here where you're teaching annuities. Annuities liquidate an estate. Insurance creates an estate. You want to take both of those and teach that together so that a person is not confused if they see that on the test. Again, reminding you, we teach people to pass a insurance exam, not teach insurance. Okay. Then lastly in this section, we're going to cover estate conservation. Then we're going to delete accelerated death benefit or living benefit options, no longer on the exam. And we're also deleting endowments. Hallelujah. So that means including MEC. We don't need to cover modified endowment contracts anymore. Okay? So make sure you make those adjustments to your teaching. I just want to thank you guys for doing a fantastic job in 2010. I look so forward to 2011. I think we're going to move to another level as PFSU instructors. I did a lot of traveling last year, but I think we got the core group of instructors on board that we need to have to do a tremendous job. So now I want to be laser beam focused on teaching people to pass an insurance exam instead of teaching insurance. Just a technique difference. I'm going to be focused on that over and over. We'll probably do some more training over the internet like we're doing here so that people know exactly what I mean by that. But you guys have done a fantastic job, and I really appreciate you, the job you've done, and I'm proud to have you on my team.